Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh. Hello. Hi. Let's continue. I've just been thinking about this pretty much the whole time since I stopped. It's not an obsession. I have it under control. And I need to bring that up. Alright. So, we're at the point where these are done. Yeah, these two aren't actually working yet. These two. Cool. So they're not powered, but that's fine. We can power them later. So now, we need 2 aluminium scrap refineries. Which are going to go... What are the output? Aluminium scrap. Okay. I was thinking we could put them lengthways, but then that won't allow us to... If we want to expand, like if we want to overclock the bauxite, for example. Well, I mean, I guess we could expand this way. Silica, silica. No, that's okay. We'll just keep putting it this way. That's fine. Just need to make sure there's enough space here. And we're going to learn our newfound trick, right? Isn't that great? So... Is this relative to where I stand? It is relative to where I stand. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Alright, so we're going to have pipes and shit going out. Actually, we probably don't want it that far apart. So coming out of here is anima solution, which goes straight in by a pipe. Okay. And coal. And we redirect the water back, but that's from the other side. So, how are we going to do this? Oops, that's not what we meant to do. H. Okay. So do we connect them all to one pipe and then have it do a U-turn? I think so. And then we've got to feed coal in there from below. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yep, I think that works. Oh, that is so useful. Oh my god. Okay. So I guess if we send this down below and have it come back up again, we're going to need a pump Because these, I'm assuming these don't provide any head lift out, right? Oh, it does. That's yeah. Oh, it has 10 meters of head lift. Okay. And that's only 4 plus 1, 5. Okay, that should be fine then. Let's do that. We don't need to be putting this down yet, but we may as well. It's going to be 240, 480 at its peak. We're going to want to go Mark 1. Okay. Mark 1 out of here. And then combined into a Mark 2. That is so good. Well, we only need 1 for now, but that's fine. We'll put... Perfect. So you're doing... aluminum scrap. Okay. And you need 240, which is enough for Mark 1. That's fine. All of this needs to be Mark 2 though. We're not connecting it just yet. And this just needs the coal. build have we used here? One. That doesn't seem right, does it? Yeah, 120 quartz a minute. If we double that, that's 240. And then you'd be at least Mark 3. I'm assuming this is all Mark 3 conveyor belt, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why that was the wrong one. How do we get this to come out a little bit? That, I suppose. Yeah, so we don't want it that far, but I think that's the way to do it. Apparently that's the closest you can get it. I mean, it's fine. You just have to like curl and then go along here. That's not the right level. Enough for definitely more than enough, yeah, more than enough conveyor belt space in there, I think. That's too much. Still probably one too many. Want to be like here. So there's enough for another quartz belt to run along here. This will be another coal belt. And then the second coal belt, if we need it, come out here and go down there. Fine. Because the quartz belt's going to run into a splitter here. Means okay. That's the bauxite, yeah. We need 120 coal. Damn. That's better. Problem is, there really is stuff like right underneath this. You're gonna end up needing 240, right? So 3. Let's say we have a here. Mark 3 lift. Yeah, it's gonna go straight through that thing. Okay. There really isn't a good place to do this, huh? So I'm assuming we can't get a belt underneath that, right? I mean, without major clips. But it won't even let us do it. Okay. It's not going to look the best, but I have an idea. Is that really straight? Did I get that just coincidentally right? Get it right. We will get it right. It's fine. Everything is fine. Nah, it's too close. That was too close, so this one. And the question is, why is there not coal coming out of this? There definitely should be. Ah, that's why. I don't love this, but I don't really see a better option. I mean, this is all Mark 3, so I guess we might as well put it at Mark 3. Okay. So we have the coal, we have the alumina solution. That's going to be the best way to do this. Probably this, right? I can't wait to get this hover back. Oh my god, I did it again. Why did I do it again? Where did that even go? Hello? Hmm? Well, you don't whisper, why? Okay. Can mute it. a little bit of a doctor work, you know. Okay. I mean, that's less ideal. Full of water. Okay. Alright. So now we just got to do the water. Which we want to rejoin here. Now it's just going to be 120 a minute. So even with both of them, this can all be Mark 1 pipe. Okay. Oh my God. I did not know you could do that. Craziness. You are lined up, right? Maybe have that be. Apparently I can't move it. This straight? No. What? Seriously? Along. Definitely done something like this before. Question is, how do we get it to prioritize? We need a total of 360 water, right? So if we put Maxis at 240 a minute. Hey Thunderhawk, how you doing? I don't know if we'd call this winning, but we're here. So we set this to 240. That means it should always use the water from this. Right. 36 hours, but feeling better. Jesus. Why have you been awake for 36 hours? That's craziness. Insomnia. That's not good. Yeah, it shouldn't be building up like this. Probably be able to sleep soon. Worst it's ever been for, Jesus, 4 days. That's not good. Okay, we got to figure out a better way for this pipe to work, I think. So maybe we feed this pipe into here, put a valve on it, and cap it to 60. That'll work. I can't even imagine what that would be like. That would be torturous, right? Okay, let's try that. Oh. I just fall through the floor. Like I did. Start getting audio and visio. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. We need to have this come out at the very sharpest point it can. Assuming that's going to be too much. Yeah, that's too sharp. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I would define that as the worst pass, but I'm not the one experiencing it. I feel like that would be pretty awful, to be honest, but you're the one dealing with it. Can we put a junction in here? That will also fit a valve. Will a valve fit in there? Perfect. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Set this to 60. And we'll flush this pipe. I think we can still leave this valve here because that's the only water we need. So visual stuff is just things moving in the corner of my eye. What is women's? Jesus, yeah. It sounds very, well, not very similar, but it sounds similar to people that have like, yeah, what's it called? Sleep paralysis, and it feels like someone's sitting on your chest and you see shadow figures moving around in your bedroom. Sounds awful, you know? That is why this isn't working, because we haven't connected the pipe. You fool. That's why it was just building up. Because there's still no pipe. Okay. But I feel like this solution we've come up with is actually better anyway. I feel like what we had was pretty bad. That works just fine. We might want to put like 250 just in case things go. Oh no, we'll keep it. We'll see if this works. See if we can get a perfect system. Never had that, but I did have Venom from Spider-Man trying to get into work. Yeah, that'd be an experience, wouldn't it? Ah, now we need a silica output. But I feel like this is good now. I think this is in a good spot. Oh, well. All right, have fun. Your AC singing to you. What songs does your AC sing to you? That's what I want to know. So there's enough room. If we really want to expand, we can have these move out that way, right? There's enough room to add more refineries here. We just need to make sure we have enough room for the foundries. Because, like, depending on what your AC sings to you, that could be quite a nice... I mean, I am obviously joking, but it could be quite a pleasant experience, right? Especially if your AC's got a decent set of lungs on it. So for the last thing, we need 4 foundries, which will end up being 8. That needs the silica and the scrap. Last time it was the sea shanty hoist the colours. I mean, that sounds like, I don't want to be, you know, insensitive, but that sounds pretty fun, you know? Although when you're trying to go to sleep, probably less fun. I get that. Okay. These foundries are pretty fat. Not too bad. Oh, we need a bunch of rotors. Okay. And we're going to need like 40 of them. Alright, we're going to have to go back. That's such a pain in the ass. Okay. I feel like us manually making 40 is actually slower than us going back and getting them. But yeah. How good is sea shanties? It's one of the best parts about... So one of my favorite games, which I know people disagree with in general, but one of the best Assassin's Creed games is Black Flag. And a lot of it had to do with the sea shanties, to be honest. It wasn't bad, just distracting. To ask you, does anybody else hear those sea shanties? Yeah. Which, depending on what you do for work, could be a really bad thing, but also might not be that bad. Yeah, Black Flag for the music. Honestly, the ship warfare was pretty cool too. All of the annoying stealth crap on land was pretty meh, right? But even catching the sea shanties through the like parkour was pretty cool. But all the like, I mean, the story was whatever, because Assassin's Creed stories are also always pretty whatever. But catching the sea shanties and like even sailing around and doing the like, because you know, like you had to go to like special underwater caves and stuff to collect all the treasure. Like sailing around all the doing all that stuff was really cool too, just because the Caribbean's a really nice location. But yeah, the sea combat, the collectibles, the sea shanties, the ship battles, like the ship combat was actually really good. Which, I mean, I know what was that game that came out last year that was basically that game but not as good. But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make, I mean, they did, like I just said. But why they didn't make it faster and better, it's beyond me. But yeah, the sea shanties and Black Flag were sick. Honestly, I feel like there is definitely a market for a game based on that kind of ship combat. That's not like a AAA clusterfuck, right? Like an actual good game that's based on that kind of combat. It's very simple too. You know, there's not a lot to it, but you could make it quite deep. And who doesn't like sailing pirate ships, you know? Right. Rotors are being made here. It's a serious open world realistic. Yeah, 100%. Like, Sea of Thieves is kind of like that, but, you know, honestly, if Sea of Thieves had an actual, genuine... I know this kind of does exist, but if it had a genuine single-player aspect to it, I would play the shit out of that game. But the fact that you're, like, fighting the seas with human players and there's some real sweaty tryhards that will just kill your boat and take all your stuff kind of puts you off. Like, I wish there was genuinely good single-player stuff to do in that game. Yeah, it's too cartoony. I agree. But also, like, yeah, there should be just a you're in this world by yourself kind of content to that game. So you're making rotors? Alright. So we're going to take all of them. So you're a merger. Okay. What we're going to do... I mean, this is pretty dodgy. You're a merger. You're a merger. We're going to put a splitter on you. Ah, no. We can't do that. Okay. Gonna have to put the splitter here. That's such a pain in the ass. Okay. They're gonna let us do that. Is not. We put this merger. Damn, we put this merger on wrong. Now we need the dimensional depot. Look, I know it's not the best, right? But having it come out, but I don't really... You know what? You're right. There is a better way to do this. It's not going to be pretty. I feel like that does work, right? Yeah. By putting a splitter there, it automatically splits it. Like, I don't have to readjust. So we can now put the dimensional depot. I don't know why I didn't do this before. It's a much better way. What we might do... We might overclock these. So I reckon there's plenty of backlog here to be able to justify it. So we're currently making... with 2 overclock, we're making 12 a minute, and this thing only needs 10. Alright. We shouldn't have any rotor problems for a while. Good opportunity to eat my Kit Kat Chunky. Mm-mm-mm. I went to all the effort to build that for the cables to finish the last phase. We need like 10,000 cables. By the time I finished it, we had enough anyway. It was the biggest waste of time. And I've wasted some time in this game. I've wasted some time. Let's say we wanted to create like a highway to the other end. Do these like snap very easily? Oh, they do snap pretty easily. There you go, look at that. I mean, I'm not going to try and do it with this absolutely shitty jetpack. So I'm going to lose my mind trying to be stable enough to click that. But it looks like that's pretty easy to create like a long highway to a further off place. To a land far, far away. A long time ago. You know? I'm just getting wafer all over my desk. It is not pretty. I'm not doing a good job. So basically we're just rushing to get this hopper pack now because I've done enough building with this crappy jetpack that I can't do it anymore. I want to be able to just sit and be able to build. Not a big fan of sweets personally. I eat like one bowl of ice cream a year and I'm good. I'm kind of like that. But like, I know it seems like a bit strange, but I don't really like sweets either, except chocolate. Anything chocolate, I will eat the shit out of it to like an extreme extent. But, you know, like lollies, I don't really like them. I don't know why. Never really have. But my problem is I like chocolate enough for all of it, you know? Okay. So if we're going to need enough room for 8 foundries here, what we might do is go... I just need some sugar. Chocolate is nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, except, you know, I'm terrible at it. If there's a block of chocolate in the fridge, it will not last any more than a day. I will just eat it all. And it's really not. I wish I had better self-control, you know. So we need silica and aluminum scrap. So one of them's coming straight from here. So we have them like this. We can have the silica come out, rejoin with the other silica from below, come in, along, and up. If we have... I wonder how many of these we can fit. I wonder if we can fit all 8 along here. Let's maybe move that back a bit. See if 8 will fit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah. But maybe... we have them like that. A little gap between each one. Problem is if you do it like that, there's not even anything down there. Okay. So the problem is we're going to be trying to put 2 resources in here. We're going to need 2 resources coming along. Actually, no, that will work. We just have to do it from the bottom, which is pretty wasteful of space, but... Why these are supposed to be nice and big, right? Is that lined up? No, how is that not lined up? Yeah, one of those must have been wrong. It's fine. Seeing as this one's right here, we'll have the aluminum scrap. It's 360. Should be 720. I actually don't think we have a belt fast enough to do that yet. No. So we really can only do one once we get a 720 belt. I mean, we're not doing the second one, but it's built for it. But that is perfectly even to where it comes out. So getting a Mark 4 belt. Should be enough space. Merger. Pretty much anywhere from here onwards is fine. Okay. And that'll be 400 silica at its max. So it should be fine here too. That'll be perfect. And merger. Is that gone the wrong way? Why is that merger doing that? Yeah, it's going the wrong way. Yeah. input there. Yeah. Hello. Merge it there. Okay, great. I think that would go in there. That's fine. What here? And like. Nah. So you got to get, because if I do that, it won't go out the back. You're just gonna have to. Oh yeah, because it's max. It's gonna be 400. Okay. So it's not perfectly like lined up, but I think it will do. I don't think that's going to matter that much. Also, you appear to be the wrong way around. Still the wrong way around. So. 90, so it's going to need to be 2. Equipping with what? Whatever. So... Ah, wait, that's not right. Yeah. Split it just by themselves. Nice and convenient, isn't it? They'll all need to be marked. Wait, that's not right. That's just the aluminium scrap. Okay. We didn't need to do that at all. That's great. That's great. This is the extra silica that's coming up. And we haven't outputted this silica yet. Haven't really thought through. Hoping there's enough space here. The rest of it's coming up over there. Yep, that should be fine. Okay. 50 a minute, so Mark 1 should do. This might have to be, yes. Might have to be on the top floor. That's really annoying. Actually, you know what? It could be redone. Is that gonna look weird? Yeah, it's gonna look weird. It's not there. What about there? Yeah, that works. You don't need it out here yet, but... Now we should be able to do that. That. Now we should be able to go straight through the floor. Our Mark 1 lift. It's going to be a little tight. It's not going to look the best, but it's going to work. Got to keep in mind we're going to need another coal here. I feel like we're going to have to move this. Because we could get this one to be right here. And that give us the room we need. This. After we went through all that effort to get that thing right. It should be a bit easier to line up now. Ah, hello, mate. He came in, rubbed himself on the couch, and left. Life of a dog, man. Hello. Bye. Goodbye. I mean, there's a little bit of clipping there, but we're just gonna ignore that. As long as... So as long as we're leaving room for the belt to go in here, we can get this out however we need. We could probably have that go. Right. We don't really need these yet, but we're gonna put it in just so it's ready. Total, that'll be 200 silica. Mm-hmm. Need 75. So this all needs to be Mark II. Okay. Oh yeah, we could go in the back. Perfect. Coming from that's gonna be 300. More than that. It's gonna have to be Mark IV hour. Eventually it's gonna have to be 600, right? Which we can't do yet, but now. Four of them would be 200. So Mark III is fine for there. And these two would be 200. I'm assuming this is a Mark. Ah, yeah. It'll end up being 400 once we have everything. Okay, yep, that's why it's marked 4. That's fine. This needs to be marked too. Okay, yeah. That's cool. Probably should be using that. Ron would be very disappointed in me. What the fuck? Ah, that's just the wrong way. It's just in the wrong place. This isn't the best. And then once we get the next 4 up, we just have to add that. That's fine. Then we've just got to get worried about that, getting the aluminium out. But we're basically going to send it right down to the bottom of the sea floor. That shouldn't be a problem either. Okay, apparently it's this side that's going out. They're all done up. Yeah. And you're producing 37. Okay. Ah. That one was right. Okay. And that one's still not right. It's apparently 5 times 37.5. Oh no, we've overclocked one of these, right? Or we have. We have. Cool. We have. Good. 200 will require rebuild. Oh, that's so great. You don't have to. You can just do that yourself. Amazing. Okay. Okay. They're all flowing. More silica is coming. Not even remotely correct. There we go. Okay, obviously we can't have that. How much can a Mark III one have? 10. Enough. Okay. Like here. Still heaps more room. What do you mean no power? Okay. Now, lastly, get it out of here. They're producing 60. So 60, 240. The Mark 1 lift. Out, and then Mark 2 everything else. So this is going to need a 240. Yeah, that's not going to be enough belt, is it? Not going to be... We're doing 240. That needs to be Mark 3 belt. That's going to need to be a Mark 3 lift. All the way. So these are all here, and then eventually they will come out. It will also come out down here. Cool, 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 cool. Quite a big jump, huh? I'm assuming that's going to come out at the same place over here. You might have to have it like come out around. And join in with a merger. Yeah. And eventually we'll be making 480, which is enough. One. should probably figure out where we're going to first. You are the input. Oh, you weren't far off, right? And into the train station. And you're basically just a store of aluminium for now. You don't actually need it to go anywhere. Not working because we're not getting enough water somehow. Obviously this isn't working. Aren't you getting any water? What? Why? I haven't like put this on the wrong way, have I? I mean, there should be some flowing in there just from this, right? Why is none making it in here? These have 10 meters of head lift. There's no way that that is more than 10 meters. Alright. See if that is the problem. I mean, it couldn't... It shouldn't be the problem. I bet it is. Dumb. So dumb. It's like, yeah, that's definitely not over 10 meters. Like, unless the downward counts as the meterage, it shouldn't be like that. Which means this is going to be the same problem. Wait, I wonder... Yeah. Let's just put a Mark II on here. That should deal with both of them. Why not? Okay. That's very weird. I reckon that valve was doing something very weird that it wasn't supposed to. I don't know. I don't know. But as long as these aren't filling up with water, that's all that matters. We need to add a little bit more for a bit to fill the system up. Yeah, because at least it's not staying in here, right? That's the most important thing. Seems to be staying pretty strong here. Cool. All right. Let's go get our aluminium, get our hover pack, and we'll like address this factory. Once we have a hopper pack. It's not annoying as hell to use like the jetpack. Will make it look nice and grit. We're gonna have to make our 100 heavy modular frames first, but that's fine. Take the rest of our Kit Kat. Right. So I'm gonna start looking at this now. So if we want to make 100 of these, $500, $300. It's going to be 2,000 this. I reckon would be 2,000 rubber will be easier, surely. Well, we'll have a look. I reckon this recipe will be a bit easier. Because I feel like the rubber slash plastic factory has been idle for some reason. But we'll have a look. There's probably there should be a decent amount of rubber in the train station. To set these manufacturers to go, right? Train station. Rubber's the back one. Alright, we can do that. Between 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our 2,000. Rubber. 10,400 screws. Geez, I hope we have. We probably don't. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 9,000. 10,400, I think we need, right? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 500. $1,400. Okay, right. And the last thing we gonna need to go get is 500, which we should actually almost be able to pull out of here. Okay, we're gonna have to go get it. It's fine. Wait, didn't we they're different things. Okay. I just assumed they were the same thing. Right. Okay. To make it 100, we're gonna need. We should be able to just go down and grab some copper from down here. You really should have bought 100 more. Reese. Jesus Christ. Okay. I know it's not the right ratio, but we don't have enough ingots to actually do it, so we're just going to do it this way. And it should make enough, right? Because it's 1 to 1. We're going to make 200 worth of them. There's just going to be extra copper left over. So we get our frames and our beams. Oh, God. I really need to start sitting better. Like, straighten up and I feel my whole back go like crink, crink, crink. It's not good. Okay, so we need 500 heavy modular frames. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 300 encased beams. There's no dimensional storage for these pipes, is there? We probably should have. Oh, no, we do. Okay, awesome. I feel like I need to rethink about how I do fluids in this game because I'm really not good at it. I feel like I need to put a little bit more thought into it. So you are cased beams. You are heavy modular frames. And we need to... that. I know in a minute. All right, so we'll just... go as fast as we can. I feel like this can be done better. It's going to be the next highest rubber. These two probably can be put together. It's not rubber. That work? Yeah, I reckon it will. I mean, they're going in twice as fast. They're still not going to be able to make it, but... should still be a bit faster. There might actually be some left over from... Wait. Get rid of that. Got that done. See if there really is any heavy modular frames in here. I think this is all fuel. Okay. Can probably do that. What does it cost? We just need 10. While we're waiting for all that shenanigans to be done. Do these power shards. The oscillators in this one. 97, okay. And this will be marked off as complete, so we don't have to look at it anymore. Bam.
Hostile organisms added to the object scanner. Note, it cannot detect the species, only aggression. There are many creatures that dislike you, Pioneer, but I am your true friend.
Oh, that's right. We're trying to make 100 of these. I mean, there'd be a big backlog here, right? We can grab? Yeah. Didn't mean to do that, but we'll take the lift. I wonder if this is used for anything else. I wonder whether it's worth... there's no real steel around the SAM, though. Might be worth maybe driving a little truck. Puts involved in just making these out near where the SAM site is. So we almost have enough. We have a... Summit slips. So we'll do, I reckon this one will do. More circuits. Okay, while we're waiting for that, we can go grab some circuit boards. In fact, we can just grab them out of here. Isn't that amazing? problem is, if we're going to have them transport steel pipes from here over to the SAM site, we're going to need to deliver fuel there somehow. Do we make compacted? I think we need the... the assembler. Power, anyone? Anyone? Wait for that to finish. Where are we at with this? $81. We're getting there. I'm genuinely surprised our power hasn't, like, run out in a very long time either. You know, we haven't actually touched any power in, like, I'd say 30 hours of playing this game. Like, literally, probably half the time we've been playing, I haven't touched the power. We just never run out. Oh, that's enough. Okay. Oh, we will keep. Okay. More fuel.
Turbo fuel unlocked. This upgrade to regular fuel is optimal for fuel-powered generators,
Jesus.
jetpacks, and fulfilling long-distance trucker fantasies.
So make rocket fuel. Package rocket fuel. And what's that? Empty fluid tank. Okay, so we might be a little way off that. Well, we need those heavy modular frames. Can definitely do the Explorer. Ick. Shatter. Pulse. Alright, let's... should be able to grab that out of here.
Explorer unlocked. This personnel transport vehicle facilitates rapid traversal of difficult terrain and climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction.
No fuel. Okay. Look at my massive head sticking out the top of it. Okay, sweet. Right. How do we make turbo fuel? What do we need? And cold. Alright, that's not that difficult to make. No, compacted. That is a little bit more difficult to make. Okay. Oh, and there's sulfur up there. So we have a train line that comes in here. So we might be able to turn all of this fuel into turbo fuel if we can get compacted coal. We might be able to make compacted coal here, actually. Okay. That's a further on, I think. Let me guess, all of your ingredients are in the wrong side. How have we run out? Doing that. We're not that far off it, right? I feel like having this much compacted coal has a benefit for me. I'm not really sure. Alright, it's just using turbo fuel. Okay. Is there any recipes that use it? Surely. Some. No? Power slugs we can't do. Mycelia we don't. We don't care that much about it. I guess if we make 35 fabric, we can kind of finish this off. Have any fabric? I think we need 100 of it too, which is... So we should have just enough. We don't want it. Kind of just want to be able to tick these boxes off though.
Parachute unlocked. Fix-It appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fix-It property is a breach of contract and will have unpleasant consequences.
So just make a bunch of
Improve
these
descent
too, because we need
efficiency
them.
by combining the forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
Not really sure why we would need this, but
Gas Nobelisk unlocked. Chase away creatures with a damaging cloud of gas. Note: also harms unwary pioneers. Not for recreational use.
What I'm hearing is I can't make this myself. We're gonna have to go turn a refinery in to do that. Just thinking about how we can try and automate all of this stuff. So if we can get coal. So behind the oil factory, if we can get, so we've already got a coal train, which we can add another train to take it there, and then we add a second station to where the coal and quartz is coming from to get the sulfur there. That means we can make this. That can go into one of the refineries, which we can jack up one of the extractors to add to. Which will do the smokeless powder, right? Which we can then, I don't even know, get copper sheets there somehow. And just make rifle out, I guess. Add another train station and train it out. I think that'll be the plan. I don't know how we're going to get any of that there to where we make it, near the base. Should be able to make enough of these now, at the very least. I reckon the things, heavy modular frames will be done now too, so. Actually, we're going to need to build a train line out that way anyway. Because we're going to build our heavy modular frames out here. So if we're going to have the copper that's here, like the rifle ammo and shit here, we might as well have a train line come out, go around over this way, pick up the heavy modular frames and go back. That's fine. That works. Oh, we need the summer sloops. Oh, they must be in this box. I actually don't know what this research does. So I know it says production amp. Production amp. I assume it just... I don't know how this is different from overclocking.
Production amplifier unlocked. Every single manufacturing and smelting building will be backwards compatible with this new technology. These buildings can now have a summer sloop embedded to increase resource output without requiring more input, at the cost of greatly increased power consumption.
That is
Flow
sick.
cycles within flow cycles make explosions into temples into explosions into temples. The spin sphere of woven windows.
Right.
Each tiny body contains tinier bodies until the line layers fold into curves, which folds into threads which weave the tapestry. A song of light and leaf and flower, a dance of matter clouds and...
I think they're trying to explain energy to matter conversion theory, but you do not need to understand it to do your job.
Good.
I'll
Good.
just mute them for you so you can continue your mission. I, however, will be taking notes. This is fascinating material.
Yeah, because look how much we're going to need. 150, 200. Cool. So, summer sloops. Output multiplier. But it said it increased the power, right? You say. At a cost of greatly increased power consumption. Okay, that's fine. You can also probably take that back. Alright, let's go get our heavy modular frame. Make this hover pack. It's finally happening. What? Why? Why? Come on, my guy. Ooh, you know what we can do? Because we're always going to need them. So it outputs 4 at a time. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, it should be putting out 4 at a time, right? Isn't that weird? I assume it actually does work, right? It's not just screwing me over, but... Okay. You know what? That'll do. It's enough. I don't really care to fix this, to be honest.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
I guess we'll take some out of here. I mean, we only have enough screws to make one more. 2 more. Please. Okay. I mean, luckily we only need this. We don't, you know, once you've made one, it's made, so. Also. Oh, so sick. Take our summer sloops back. So I'm assuming we can just keep these in here now, right? Wherever, for whenever we need them. How do you go down? Roll? Yeah. Put all of our animal scraps in there. Dump all this extra crap we don't need. That. What do we need that fabric for? Ah, that's right. Put this fabric in here. That. Anything else is junk. Put the sulfur away. Probably get rid of all of that. I think that's it. That in there. Because we don't need it. Oh, and we'll put the oscillators as well. We don't need that. Cool. All right. Let's go make this factory nice and pretty, and then we're all good. We might tinker with the refinery and start our compacted coal smokeless powder production too while we're there. It's going to take a little bit of dinking out the back, but actually we should set the next milestone, because I don't even know what, like, we should have that milestone in the back of our mind, because I gotta want to know what we should, our overall general large planning we should be starting to think about it now, so we know what we're doing. I mean, honestly, I've just been thinking about this hover pack so long. Logistics Mark 5. Okay. We could almost do that now. Hazmat suit. That's pretty cool. We can do that pretty soon. Honestly, we do most of this pretty soon. Well, it's been so long since I've done a milestone, I forgot that always scares the shit out of me. I'm like, Zeus? Okay. Control system development. Which is one of the things we need for this phase, right? Or at least I think the... Yeah. Supercomputers are needed to make that, I think. Sulfuric acid, water, batteries, and drones. Oh, yeah. That's still a fair bit. Oh, that's just a fair way off, though, right? Free miner. Nice. Okay, we're a little way off that, but most of tier. Oh, we should 100. Okay, that's after we've built that factory. We'll do that. But most of this we can do. I'm pretty close to be able to do this right now. In fact, if we take enough copper with us. Just set it to go at the other end. Just come back with enough. Oh, Jesus. Okay. And 3, 4. It's a pity we sunk all those reinforced iron plates down here, huh? Okay. That'll do, I guess. We'll just keep taking them out when they're full. Okay. We can go now. Make our factory look nice. So we're going to have to go up to the coal train station and add another station there, but that shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, we've got a lot ahead of us. Although, you know, having said that, we're getting pretty close to what I imagine is a late game, right? We're getting there. Also, while we're here, we did notice that rubber's not coming through, so we can check out why the rubber has stopped working. Not rubber, plastic. Having lots of those computers, I imagine, is going to be pretty important. We should have really... Let's actually double check that while we go past. I feel like setting up a dimensional storage for computers too is not the worst idea. My cool hover pack. Look at my giant head. There's also some mini game that I've been meaning to play inside the hub too, but we'll get there. I haven't seen an achievement about it, so super important. Okay. That's a circuit board. Yeah, there's no plastic. Ah, we do have one. Okay. Okay. There's no plastic coming out of here. Suppose we can't see it. But, like, it clearly is not coming through. So we need to go figure out why that is. I guess we'll wait and see. Let's check to see if this train is actually bringing any. Oh yeah, I forgot you can use a train track as a hover pack charger too. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, that's not a lot of rubber, is it? That is very, very unacceptable amounts of rubber. Like, unless the train is just the the train is the problem. I really doubt it. If it makes 240, we're making 240 plastic a minute. That round trip would be like 5 or 6 minutes. I think there'd be like over 1,000 plastic in there. It's probably the fuel, right? Like we're not burning the fuel enough. Or there's just a bunch of plastic just sitting in there. Probably some really crappy lift. What the f... I think this... I think this might be the problem. So that's now a Mark IV lift, and if we make this a Mark IV belt... Honestly, just ridiculous. There we go, that should empty it out. I think, yeah, the Mark III on this end should be fine, because Mark III would be 270, and this is only making 240. All this, over time, should empty out. Holy shit, that's all like... That's not good enough. How good is this, just being able to hover nearby? Still slowly trying to empty out, huh? In the grand scheme of plastic, as long as it's going down, as long as the last one is going down, that's all that matters, which it is. I imagine we probably need to... That's all mark, yeah. Mark 2 lift, so let's replace that. All right. I'm assuming all the rubber is just full, right? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So that's all doing nothing because you've just got a bunch of rubber. So if we wanted to turn one of these into a turbo fuel... do it out the back here with all the excess amounts of fuel. Ah, that's right. That's why we put this here. Okay. So, we can... Disconnect that now, get rid of that. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, because they're not, it's not making not making the necessary amount yet because the rubber's not doing anything. The other thing we can do so 20 times 12 is 240. So they're making 240 heavy oil residue a minute. I think these are making 120. Yeah. That's 360, which Mark 1 pipe can't handle. That's why we had to do this shenanigans. But we upgrade all of this to Mark 2. all Mark II now, right? Gotta make sure we get all the like little tiny inside bits. Like, there was that little bit here somewhere that we almost would have missed. That bit. Should be able to join. Jesus. Get rid of all of this. These alone are going to do 60. And combined they make 120. But after this, it'll be 120 plus 120 is 240. That doesn't happen on this side. Okay. And this joins from a different side. Awesome. That makes it a little bit cleaner. I think we can have another train station. So we'll fix up, now that we kind of know what we're doing with train lines, we can fix this up, have it come out at a good angle, have the exit go out like there and reconnect with the track over there, have another train station for the sulfur and the coal. Get rid of all of that because we're not going to be making normal fuel anymore. We're going to be making turbo fuel. And then we're going to package it. Cool. And then we can also use that train station. And we can also make the same sulfur and coal. Make this here too. And then use one of the refineries to make smokeless powder. All basically out the back here. just got to think about how we want the train stations to go. And do we think that will require 3 train stations? Hello. How are ya?
I don't know.
Did
No,
ya?
I don't.
It's Thursday. Yeah. 14th of November. So will we need 3 train stations here? I think so. Because we're going to need to have one take the smokeless powder away. So we can make the black powder here. We're going to have to make one that takes the smokeless powder away. That's alright. But instead of having them be... I'm assuming that instead of having them be side by side by side, you can have them length on length on length. Would that actually make it better though? I feel like it wouldn't. Okay. Well, half of this equation has already been decided for us because... whatever the train the coal is in here is going to need to be... oh, that's right. We're going to do this thing. So whatever the coal is in this one has to be the way the coal is over there. So it's going to be in the back one. So sulfur is going to have to be in the front one, which actually works well for us. Because the sulfur train station then only needs to be one long. Okay. Let's prettify this. So I'm not sure why we had to delete this before. We also super don't need this anymore, but... okay. Anywho. We want walls. Just got hit by a train. Do we like that? Oh yeah, that looks sick. Okay. Like, I don't know how they did it, but like, they just made this game look so satisfying. Like, that just looks so good. You know? Yeah, the aesthetics in this game, they have just done so well. I also just realized there's no entrance to this factory anymore, so we're probably going to have to do... Actually, should that be glass? Should we hide the logistics floor like the shameful shame that is? Framed windows. Wish you could just get a glass door. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Surprised there aren't glass versions of all of this. And there's no coated concrete wall either. Is that just a I haven't bought it yet thing? No screw. Okay. How much is it? 200 screws. All right. Probably should put a dimensional storage on the screws too, but I mean, how often does this actually happen? Pretty rare, I would say. So there's door walls, there's gate holes, there's no window doors. And there's no coated concrete walls. How bad does that look? I mean, it's not terrible. Not as bad. Actually, I'd rather have nothing there, to be honest. Like, than have that crappy door. It's gonna be real dark in here, but I mean, it's a logistics floor. Who cares? supposed to be hidden in shame. Might leave a couple of these open just so it's easy to get in. And we're gonna go. Actually, no. Better. Not really what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's stuck. Walking here. Which means also, just aesthetically, probably change this all to concrete too. Ah, yes, we want the entrance. Now, where the fourth one goes. Ah, to that. Okay. Now we can. Jesus Christ. Okay. Giant hole there. And we can't get out. I mean, that looks a bit better, right? I don't like how that overhangs, but I don't think we really have an option. We also can't have this just hanging in midair. And it's got those two things holding up that end. That's fine in terms of supports. I'm assuming these aren't doing anything because we're full? Yeah. Yeah, we're literally full of aluminium. Great. What we gotta do is put some safety shit around the outside and we're done here. Factory will be officially beautified. Okay, and all ready for future expansions too. We don't really need that much aluminium at the moment, but that's fine. Okay, so we know coal goes in the back. We've got about 10 minutes. So what we might actually do is go have a look. Go start building the train station for the sulfur. See what else we can do. Start building these 200. Make them do this. Need to get more aluminium. And we forgot something. So we got 200. That's enough to make 600. 3. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna have to... We're gonna learn from our mistakes. have these be 30 a minute. That should be fine. 3. 1, 2, 3. I assume it's going to make 30 minutes. Okay. And we just need some power. We can leave that going. All right. Just for the milestone, you know? Probably takes 8 minutes. Got 8 minutes. Will probably take us a fair chunk of that to get to this fucking train station, but we got a fair bit of work to do tomorrow in terms of railway lines. Where is it? Probably fix this too. That guy's just hanging out. Is that? Sure, he was somewhere else. Maybe they're just always hanging around. Isn't that a nice looking nice looking factory? We can't see anymore. So I'm guessing whatever you unlock in phase 5, because there's only one section of phase 5, right? Tier 9. So whatever you need to make in phase 5 must be wholly included in that one tier, which is probably going to be a lot. Coal should be fine. We've just got to add a train station. Guessing just add it out here. Basically just going to copy this and add it to the side. Basically we need... I'm guessing those two halves will combine together. So let's see if we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. See if we can get this to fit on floor. Yeah, so it's just not big enough. I mean, we can do that, but that just looks weird, right? I would much rather leave a decent gap. actually, no. Wait, where is it? So it's like out that direction. So yeah, probably best you do it that way. So is that like lined up? Yeah, it is. Okay. I feel like we should line this up. And having this nudge option is so much... Oh, Jesus. Makes it so much easier. Can't believe I've been playing this game without it. Okay. Brain's gonna go out to... There. Which means... I hope that train doesn't come back soon. We're going to go out to... there. Man. I think this needs to be out one more again. For this to be able to make that turn back. Should come out to there. Means this one should come to there. Should go like that. It'd all be nice and straight. That means we're going to need to put a... I think it needs to be that. Like that. Yeah, much better. And then if we put another one here, means if there is a train here loading up on coal and quartz for the aluminium factory, it'll just wait here. Means this should be a path, right? No. This should be a path. Pity that train literally just came and went. Suppose we can go find this sulfur. I mean, does that mean we can just run? Power lines from this? And just use that to be able to fly around? Huh. You can just put power lines down. Is that train coming? See it on it's probably going up the uphill bit. Yellow snug. Yellow slug even. It's also not yellow. Blue slug is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so it's just up there. All right. Let's make sure it, like, does the thing. Although I'm pretty sure that all of this is full of coal and whatnot. Taking some coal. Great. Honk. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Alright. This is what we'll do tomorrow. We'll set the sulfur up, which will be great. And we'll get the rest of the smokeless powder and whatnot, then compacted powder and turbo fuel going tomorrow. And then if we get that done, we'll start building the heavy modular frame factory. But there's a fair bit of railway work we need to do amongst that as well. So that'll be tomorrow. All right, but we have to go to dinner, so I gotta go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it as always. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.